might be wondering how I got into this predicament. Well, let me show you. Welcome to another J.moreSPEED video. Right here, we're taking place like a lap before the incident. As you can see, I'm battling alongside this newcomer who is in the K1 Corona League. He wasn't doing half bad, and then I started catching up to him and realized my pace was outright a little bit faster, so I needed to get past him. The blue flags were waving for him. It's already been waved for a lap, and so I'm kind of getting frustrated already, just trying to get the better run. Another blue flag gets waved at him, and he proceeds to cut me off while looking at me. So I wave my hand out of frustration. And into this turn, I know I'm going to be alongside him, so I try to set him up for the overtake, hoping that he breaks late, until... Yeah, maybe not the cleanest way to overtake, but I really thought that he was going to either lock up or just miss his exit, so I wanted to take advantage, and I started driving mad after that incident. Okay, not only did this time beat my previous PR of 27.691, it also set the pole position time. Not for Group B this time, but for Group A. This means I'll get an extra point in the standings, and it also means I'll have to start in front of Jaden Valencia and Steven Oriana. Now, I should mention that this kart was pretty good on power. Jaden's at the same time, only a couple hundredths behind me in the exact same kart, so I did get kind of lucky there. Now, all that's left for me is to make sure that I don't screw up this race. Lights out and away we go. Jaden gets a little bit of a better start on me, so I just make sure to try to take a defensive line, but I go way understeering at that first couple of corners. Coming into the hairpin, I know that they can do anything to make a move, so I try to go a little more defensive by staying away from the wall on the outside. I take my normal line through here, trying to just make sure that I'm worrying about myself. And that's the first lap at K1 Corona without any super crazy issues. Coming into lap 2, I'm trying to figure out how to control my oversteer, but as of right now, I'm still adapting to it. Again, using that middle line, just making sure nobody can get my inside, but I definitely come out of that turn a little slower, so now Jaden's right on my bumper. Gives me a little bump, starts to get alongside me, but ultimately I have the better line, so I am able to take that apex. Now coming into this turn, I take the inside, which compromises my speed greatly. I just don't want any moves done on me, because I know Jaden will take the chance any time he can get. Going more into the middle, I get a slightly better turn, but Jaden also just knows what he's doing, so he keeps coming up and up behind me. Here we go once again alongside. Okay, looking back, I probably should have given him more space, but he definitely squeezes right through. Using that middle line once again, just to not compromise any speed. Little bit of a correction, but looks like Jaden kind of messed up a little bit back there. You could hear the screeching. And of course, he's starting to catch up now. Lap 5 after a lap 4 with no major issues kind of had me a little confident, and I'm starting to finally understand the old understeer coming into the first couple of turns. Hit the hairpin a little, which is not what I wanted. Jaden gives me a little bump, but I have to shake my head and just keep my head down, keep going. turns were a little rough, but ultimately we're still in front of Jaden, and that's all we need. Lap 6. We're almost halfway done. Lap 7. Now we're officially at the halfway mark, and Jaden's still a little bit behind me. He's getting super close and using all of the track to his advantage. He gives me a little bump just to remind me that I'm there. And to be honest, he's really putting the pressure on me to not make any mistakes. Almost along side by side, but ultimately I still have the better run, and I can get in front of him just as much as I need. On that look back right there, I don't know if you saw Jaden on my right hand side, but he's definitely trying to use all of the track and wants to make a move on me. Here he is alongside once again, but ultimately I still get that apex and I'm able to honestly kind of cut him off. That was a little bit dirty on my end, but at this point I'm just focused on staying ahead. I really want this win. That was a honestly pretty good pump, and especially because I was looking back, it kind of made my head move a little weird, but again, head down, keep going. We just need to get in front of these guys. As the kart starts to slow down, I start to panic, and then I realize everybody's karts are slowing down. I realize the yellow flag is out, so that means either a kart has malfunctioned or someone's gotten hurt, and I really hope it's the first one. Quite a bit of time passes, so I've had the chance to really chill because a lot of adrenaline was rushing through me. Here comes the K1Speed employee.
What was it?
Right front. Tie rod.
Pull it down.
You heard it from Jaden. The front tie rod is broken, snapped, something's wrong with it, so they swapped out his kart. Now we're waiting for the green flag to resume racing. And here it is. Pedal drops to the floor. We're getting back up to speed. And we're racing. All I'm worried about is my defensive line. I'm trying to stay similar to what I was on before, but my tires have gotten a little bit cold. As you guys can see, that last lap was 283 seconds, almost 5 minutes, so a lot of time for the tires to kind of cool down. You'll also notice that I'm trying to stray away from that middle line that I was taking earlier, because at this point, I'm not trying to prioritize my defense, I'm trying to prioritize my speed through those corners, trying to create a better gap from Jaden. Coming into lap 12, deep down I know that this race has to end soon. All I have to do is keep my line, hold my position, and that victory will be mine. What I failed to realize is that Jaden and Steven were actually working together during the break to figure out how to overtake me. You can really see them working together now that Jaden is coming alongside me. I have that apex there at the turn, but Jaden gives me a little bump, and Jaden gets a little bump from Steven. Now we're side by side, coming down onto the main straight, where Jaden takes that inside line, and unfortunately Steven is right on his bumper. Both of them just swing by me. I try to hold my defense, but unfortunately there's nothing I can do. At this point, it's apparent to me that my battery is a little bit lower than theirs. Nonetheless, I still try my best to hang on to Steven Oriena's bumper, seeing if there's something I can miraculously pull off, and then I make a mistake. I go too wide into that corner, carry too much speed, and I see that white flag drop. When that white flag drops, so does my heart. I shake my hands up because I know that this is the last lap, and I won't be able to do anything from here. The only thing I can do now is make sure I don't mess up this lap and get that podium spot. Going down the main straight, the checkered flag drops, and that's P3 for us. My best finish ever, and in Group A.
Group A B finish. Oh, that was good. That was a good line. I got him a line. Oh man.
Hey, good defense.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. Oh wow. Man. Oh wow. Not the way I wanted it to end, but oh wow. That's still P3 in Group A. Let's go. That's gonna be good points, especially since I qualified pole. Oh man, it's just disappointing that we didn't get a whole lot of good going, but very nice it is. Good race.
What a race. P3 in the final standings. I had P1, but in the last 2-3 laps, I lost it. They bumped me off the line, which was a good move. It was fairly clean, so I can't be too mad, but still, man. Good race. Good race. Good race.
It was fun.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
Dude, yeah. There was just ever so slightly you couldn't get some good edges off the corner. You
Yeah.
were a little bit off.
Yeah.
That chain reaction in the end did it. But
Yeah, it was like the perfect amount of movements, but hey, it was a good race.
do it again.
Yeah, that's right.
Good race indeed. I'm really proud of my P3, and to be honest, even though I had pole, I'm not entirely disappointed about losing it. Yeah, it sucks that I lost it, but in the end, I still got on the podium. I've never had a finish that good, and honestly, I learned a lot from my fight with Steven and Jaden. I'm already looking forward to March, and I'm really excited to proving that it wasn't just luck. Let's go. Moving forward with a P3 on high hopes.